I thought it'd be a good idea to start my bad movie adventure with a classic. A bottom 50 iMDb movie made by a controversial human turd. No, I'm not calling him a filmmaker. Uwe Boll. Tough name to say, tougher human to look at. So I thought I'd give y'all some highlights. Somehow this creature has made films with the following actors: Christian Slater, Jason Statham, Ray Liotta, Ron Pearlman, J.K. Simmons, Ben Kingsley, Meatloaf, not really an actor but still funny, and this dude from Prison Break. Why would I discredit this director and not call him a filmmaker?
Uwe, if this were Michael Bay, and who says it's not, what would you do to him?
Oh, jeez!
Well, first off, it's a lot funnier because he's a garbage dude.
What a bunch of shit. Story. There's a girl being filmed by a pretty good cinematographer. She's so cute. Oh, look at her. Isn't she so weird, but so cute? Cute, cute, cute. Wretch. Fuck you, bitch.
He challenged his critics to a boxing match just so he could beat the shit out of them. Regardless of how funny that sounds, this is such a cringe precedent.
About Dr. Boll's work.
Most of his movies suck.
That you literally have to be able to stand up to a director face to face, punch to punch, to critique a movie. He posted a video titled "Fuck You All," and he's just complaining how he wasn't able to crowdfund enough money for his movie.
Poster 2 failed after Indiegogo for Rampage 3 failed, and now Kickstarter failed too. And basically my message is, fuck yourself.
In the same video, he flexes his achievements.
I have enough money to play golf till I'm dead.
He's always been compared to Ed Wood just because he's so consistent at being so bad. People liked Ed Wood in person. There is nothing likable about Uwe Boll.
Fuck yourself.
There's a good video by Captain Midnight about how he has exploited German tax code to be able to make all these films. Now, why did I choose Alone in the Dark as my film to roast? Was it because I wanted to see if Christian Slater could top his performance in Nymphomaniac? Was it because I played the video game? No, I never played it. It just looked terrible. I wish I could give you a coherent plot synopsis, but this movie wants to be a lot more complicated than it has to be. I'll give it my best. Christian Slater is a supernatural detective named Carnby. He finds an old lost tribe that worships demons called the Abscanis. They want to take over the world, I guess. This tribe randomly disappeared 10,000 years ago. Meanwhile, this professor is investigating some shipwreck that contains some gold tomb that kills everyone on the ship. Whatever is in the tomb causes a disturbance among 20 people at this orphanage to become like zombie slaves to the demons. Somehow the professor just kind of becomes their daddy, and Christian Slater, an old fling, and an old co-worker try to stop it. Let's see how the movie tried to explain this.
In 1967.
Oh no, not the voiceover. I promise you, they give you all this information in like a 20-second conversation too. This is a lot of text to just dump on someone at the start of your movie. Why don't you try showing this in the film instead of giving me a study guide? Alright, let's get into this movie. I cannot stress this enough. This movie has a $20 million budget. $20 million. Guys, The Witch was made for $4 mil. Moonlight was made for $4 mil. The Green Knight was made for $15 mil. Why do we have these Premiere Pro effects everywhere? So we have to start off with this conversation of this leader of an orphanage 20 years ago. The movie's trying to show you that the scientist is trying a program that could save millions and hurt a few, which has just been done to death. There are 20 kids at the orphanage, but we follow Christian Slater's character, who was also at the orphanage. Fast forward to modern time, he's being followed from the airport, and some guy that clearly is more than human is fighting him for some artifact. This chase scene goes on for so long, but man, it's one of the highlights of this movie. It shows you early on what this movie is going to be all about. The music during this chase. Oh my god. How many slow-mo shots do we need, Uwe? Christian Slater eventually gets away. At the same time, the mad scientist has dug up some coffin, and when it's uncovered, it kills everyone on his boat, makes everyone from the orphanage into demons. We meet this team, 713. I guess they're like a paranormal activity federal unit. Carnby used to work there, and they have been alerted of the coffin's movement because of electromagnetic fields. I don't know, I didn't invest much time in
What's
this.
the situation?
Well, normal levels of paranormal activity range from 3 to 5.
Yeah.
3 to 5 what? I don't care if they said some random noun. I just wanted a unit, man. But whatever, the coffin is above their range. Carnby has a lunch with an old 713 co-worker, and he gives him files on all the people that went missing the night of the coffin. He says this absolutely baffling line to me.
Nothing much in common except they all grew up in the same orphanage.
What?
Yes, nothing in common besides they all went to an orphanage together. Yes, nothing in common at all. You know, last I heard, if 19 people all grew up in the same place, they'd call that a pattern. Gives him files and he just leaves them alone. Carnby looks for his old fling.
I thought you were dead, you asshole.
And finds out that she works for the scientist in the museum. But oh no, the demons are here. Okay, so they're trapped in this room running away from these monsters, right? I'll just let this slide that this chick is just waving a flashlight in the room where they're trying to hide. There are bigger problems to fry here. These demons are supposed to be invisible.
What?
When he said this line, I was so confused.
Got my ass chased around this goddamn museum by something I couldn't see.
They go invisible at the worst times and vice versa. It's so baffling. Look at it go through these glass boxes invisible for no reason. Then they chase people and they're just like, we're coming in loud. They're also afraid of the light, which is also really stupid.
They live almost exclusively in the dark. Sunlight is lethal in large doses.
They figure out the frequency that kills the demons early on. I don't know why they didn't just make like lights out of this frequency. It's dealt with and everyone's safe. She is told she can't go in there, replies with one sentence, and is instantly allowed passage. It's so funny.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to my office.
No, this place is locked down. No one gets in here.
I have to get my stuff.
All right.
Here I'd like to pause. This is one of the cheesiest movie plots when you say it out loud. Crazy scientist wants to save millions by hurting the few. Old detective coming back for another job, but has to deal with old coworkers and an old fling. Look man, I understand this is based off a video game, but you can use the world the video game created and supplement the world with a great story to make a great movie. Okay, let's continue. We hit a lot of fluff here. They try to dump exposition during an autopsy of the dude that was chasing Carnby at the start. They show the scientist doing crazy stuff. Carnby and the old fling eventually go back to his apartment. Wait, apartment? What? What is going on? How fucking rich is this dude? This apartment looks like a first floor to a factory. His old coworker gets turned into a demon, and this guy has the funniest face imaginable during this. Demons come to Carnby, 713 comes to Carnby, and we just have a straight war battle which leads to the funniest part of the movie. Pretty much a video game scene. I have no words. They brought a rocket launcher to an apartment. Can you imagine if someone shot a rocket launcher in your apartment? Everybody would be dead. Probably your neighbors too. Where are you looking? Obligatory Asian hand-to-hand combat. Well, all hell's breaking loose. There's no reason to try critique anymore. I'm just gonna show you funny clips from the finale. So they're looking to track evil science guy, and they have a little showdown, and this is how it ends.
Open that door!
Okay, but fine, one more thing. The ending is Carnby and the old fling walking in an abandoned street. Then this happens. Wait, what? Did the movie lie to me again?
They live almost exclusively in the dark. Sunlight is lethal in large doses.
I would say this is sunlight in large doses. We are kinda outside. Broad daylight, I might add. I'm glad I watched this, but don't pay for this. Uwe Boll is a shithead.
Fuck yourself.